Ooh wee. Ooh wee. Ooh wee. Ooh wee. Another group of men's lives ruined because of the stupid actions of women. Now, I can't believe this actually happened, and I don't know why it popped up in my recommendations or on my news feed or whatever you want to say. But a couple of men's lives have been ruined, and a couple of people's lives have been ruined because of the actions of women. Here's the report.
A deadly fight caught on camera. News 13 has obtained cell phone video of the chaos outside an apartment complex that ended with an Albuquerque father shot to death.
Now, as you can see, this is whole situation happened because of a really crazy and stupid reason, to which I don't know what they were doing in the first place, and I didn't know people as young as this would would actually be involved in such actions. But here's the report again.
This was the scene last month near Montgomery and San Pedro, where more than half a dozen people got involved in the fight. Police say it all started when 25-year-old Michael Coaster came home to find his roommate's two teenage daughters and another girl getting intimate with a 15-year-old boy. According to witnesses, Coaster dragged the boy outside where the teen called his family. What you see here is what played out once his family members arrived, including his father, Raul Gallegos. In the video, you can see a shirtless man identified as Coaster throw Gallegos, also shirtless, to the ground. Other members of the group jump in and out of the fray as another fight between two women continues in the background. At some point, Coaster gets a hold of a gun, though it's not clear where it came from. In the video, you can hear a round being racked into the chamber just before Gallegos starts to back away. Then you can see Coaster raise the gun toward Gallegos. Gallegos was hit 3 times in the chest and died.
Now, I don't understand why people cannot take accountability or responsibility for how they raise their children. You raise your kids and then you birth them and you think that they're innocent angels and whatnot. In the meantime, they're the ones who are doing the most. You'd usually think that their friends are the ones who are enticing them to do bad things. But sometimes people, your kids are the ones who are doing the bad things. Your kids are the ones who are being extra. Your kids are the ones who are coercing everyone around them to do bad things. I've been in a situation, the same thing, of where my parents thought that their kids were the perfect kids, but in actual fact they were the pushers, they were the peer pressurers of doing other people, of wanting other people to do stuff. Some people have no excitement in their lives. That's why they make sure that everyone else does stuff with them. Now, essentially in this case, it was a threesome gone wrong. I don't understand how a man walks into a house and then finds his roommate's kids around a boy and another girl essentially, and chucks the boy out, and then essentially and then this whole situation boiled over because kids were doing a bunch of naughty things. Now, there's one of two problems. One, the man could have some okay. Now, you read the story. So this whole thing escalated into a gun being pulled out and someone being murdered, which should have never have happened. Which should have never have happened in the first place. Because the man who came home could have easily just told the kids, no, what the hell do you think you're doing? What is the matter with you young kids today? Why aren't you guys playing outside, playing sports, playing video games, making art, or doing music or something? But no, here it is. And you know what, this is the perfect example of male jealousy and pettiness, pride and everything. This man could have easily told the kids to stop and educated them and spoke to them, but this man was angry at the fact that a 15-year-old kid was having a three-way with, not even a three-way, that was okay. To my knowledge, a three-way or threesome is two people and one is three people. So this is pretty much a four-way. So I don't understand how there's three girls and one boy. To me, it seems like I think these girls were taking advantage of that boy. I think these girls were taking advantage of a very young and impressionable boy. Now, I don't know what and now in the video it says that it was his roommate's daughters. So I don't know why he acted in the way he did. But then this all escalated to a young boy calling his parents and saying no, and his whole family pulled up to come fight. I don't know what they came to do, but they could have easily called the police. They could have done everything. But this kid is 15 and he's not the age of consent. And The fact that the other girls' ages were not said doesn't make any sense, and the fact that a gun was pulled out doesn't make sense. But gents, we need to stop killing each other over women. Stop killing for the sake of women. They're not killing each other for the sake of us. So I don't know why men are killing each other for the sake of women. This is seriously, oh my goodness. And this all happened simply because a bunch of teenage girls who never assumed any responsibility. I don't know why the man didn't say, just tell them, stop. What do you think you're doing? That's good, that's all. But no, this guy wanted to be angry and was jealous. This is jealousy, and jealousy can kill. And why the kid decided to call his family, he could have easily have just gone home and told his family, but no, he decided. And legally the man should have told the child get out, and if the child didn't want to get out, you would have had to have pushed the child out. You don't grab another person's child and then just chuck them out like that. You say, no, look, stop what you're doing, please leave. That's what a rational person does. But I can imagine this guy probably picked him by his collar, threw him out, whatever, which is something you cannot do unless someone is threatening you or your family. But oh my goodness. So this kid's father is dead now because a bunch of teenage girls probably wanted to take advantage of a young boy. They probably invited him. There's no way a boy is going to be 15-year-old boy is going to be able to coerce a bunch of girls to do a threesome unless they wanted to. The girls consented. These girls must have probably been at least 16 or 17 trying to take advantage of a young boy. There's no way a boy would ever want to initiate something like that unless he's that type of person. But this is a very short video and it doesn't really bring up much. So I'll try and see if I don't know. But then again, guys, this is controversial signing off because I don't know what 15-year-olds are doing these days. This is what happens when you raise your kids. Take responsibility for your kids. Take responsibility and raise your kids right. Because then stuff like this is what happens when your kids want to be inappropriate. That's all of this hypersexualization of kids and whatnot, and over social media and stuff. But anyway, this is controversial signing off. I'll see all of you guys next video. Goodbye.